Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about what the overall market is and lean into just the basics and some of the fundamentals. This video is really for those of you guys that are interested in maybe learning how to move money in the market. So, what is the what is the stock market?
Recording in
What
progress.
what is the stock market? The stock market is a way for individuals to buy shares of a company which represents ownership and to be able to take those shares and either hold them for the long term or turn around and sell them and ideally in a perfect world profit from the sale of those shares. So it's it's a way to participate in the not only global economy but the our national economy, to be able to have ownership, small ownership in companies. And there are several classes of shares of stock. There are a number of ways for you to make money, whether you're going long, where you're bullish, believing the stock is going to go up, bullish, where the bulls are right there, or you're bearish, believing that the market is going to go down. You can either go long or you could go short, meaning you're borrowing shares that you don't own and you're going to profit from the difference in the price when the shares are coming down. It's just the opposite of going long. Many of you guys know that with investing, there are a number of ways for you to do it. If you're at work, you can participate in a 401k, which allows you to take pre-tax dollars and buy shares through dollar cost averaging, meaning, you buy a number of shares at whatever the given share price is at that time, every time you get paid. And a mutual fund has what's called a net asset value. It's just the value price, not like a stock, it would be the share price, but it's the value price. In a mutual fund, you have a basket of stocks. You may have 50 stocks in a particular fund. If 5 of those stocks are not doing great, hopefully the other 45 are doing just fine. So people pool their money together to be able to spread the risk out in a basket of funds. And so in that basket of funds, over time, people are typically investing for the long term. Some people make changes in that investment or that portfolio mix while they're at work. Maybe they were, heavily into aggressive growth and technology, etc. And if the market cools off and they see that coming, maybe they switch funds from that sort of style, to maybe something that's a bit more balanced, a bit more conservative. But unfortunately, I don't believe many people do that a lot. They just simply rely on the mutual fund manager and they hope, the 4-letter word hope, that everything will work out over the course of their X amount of years that they work, and that they, at the end of it, when they retire, they'll have enough money to be able to live a retirement that is suitable to their needs. I would say most people still don't buy individual stocks, but I think a lot of that is changing with the way technology is, with the exposure that opportunity is giving and has given them. I think what you'll find that people can build a portfolio just like they have in their 401k, like a fund manager would do. So if they are the fund manager and they are building the portfolio, they can own 50 separate stocks. But obviously the results they're not grouped together. Big picture, in a sense, it feels like they're grouped together, because say you had $100,000 and you're in 50 stocks, so you have $2,000 per stock. The example I used earlier, that 5 of them may not be doing well, but hopefully the other 45 stocks you own are. but the performances are individual performances, obviously. So, I encourage people all the time to get involved in moving their money, learning how to move money, both very, very short term and also long term. There's certainly a difference between investors versus traders. There are different strategies. The approach is can be somewhat similar at times. If you're a long-term trader, maybe versus say a position trader or a day trader or a scalper, and then if you kind of liken that to folks who actually move mutual funds a bit more frequent than a lot of other people. Maybe they're changing out their mutual funds based on their holdings every few months. So there are some similarities, and certainly there are some stark differences. The upside for individual traders and money movers is far greater than a mutual fund, far, far greater, and far greater than anybody who is moving money in options. Also, there is, crypto that people trade, and that is still not necessarily an unknown, but it is it's a little different, if you will. A lot of these companies and what they do and how it all works is still a little bit of a mystery to a lot of folks. I will also say with AI being so prevalent, trading bots and, automated sort of software can help people move money more effectively. But on the flip side of that, what I always tell people, AI does not know that you are over trading. AI does not know that you are fearful. AI doesn't know your habits truly. AI cannot stop you from blowing up your account. And as many of you guys know, that can be an easy thing. So my job as a stock trading coach is to understand who you are as an individual, what those strengths are and what those weaknesses are, and then serve you in a way that allows you to maintain your balances and grow those balances to help you protect the money that you have worked so hard for. So, trading, an amazing opportunity. You can trade almost all day, 7 a.m. to about 8 p.m. Pre-market is 7 a.m. to 9:30. Regular hours, 9:30 to 4, and after hours, 4 to 8 p.m. The goal is to learn both technical and fundamental analysis. Technical analysis are those charts, chart patterns, and technical indicators. Fundamental analysis, it's all of the numbers. It's, share structure, cash, debt, earnings per share, quarter over quarter, all of those things, a sense of what the company does. The job of a trader is to marry those two schools of thought and arrive at what one should do based on their goals and their time horizon to be able to effectively, consistently move money profitably. So I do all that I can in 4 different groups to help people learn what has made me successful. Certainly have a long way to go. Pretty good at what I do, pretty good at identifying things. Love what I do, love coaching, and I'm appreciative of the opportunity that is to move money. And it has certainly changed my life, changed the lives of my family members. And you guys know the story, or if you're watching this later, we went, or if you don't know the story, we went from a 1,400 square foot home to a 5,000 square foot home, 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms that I paid cash for, all through moving money in the stock market. And all of that happened from $5,000, taking that balance to $2.4 million. All of that happened in 11 months. That is certainly unusual, but obviously it's not impossible because I did it. So a lot to learn, a lot to teach you. If this interests you, then certainly reach out to me. I'll have a link somewhere in somebody's description box or comment section, or maybe on the page, or certainly you can go to www.kraken.org, and there's some information there. Groups start as low as $37.77 a month, and opportunity to learn and get your feet wet, and then move up in when it makes sense for you to do so. Anyways, hopefully you got something out of this training. If you'd like, give me a follow depending on where this video is, and if you care to join us, then join us. We'll see you in the next video.